Hi guys! We are so excited to share with China with you today. Arden and Georgia and Asher already started on their project a little bit, but I'm going to talk a little bit about, say hi, about China, and then we'll come back. Asher's painting and Arden and Georgia are coloring with markers. So China is on the continent of Asia, and if you look on this map, the orange section right here is China. So if we scooch over to this little section right here of Eastern Asia, you see that China makes up the majority of Eastern Asia there in kind of the salmon color. And I'm going to show you on one more map as I like to do. This is the last map I have of Asia, and China is the big section in the middle there. So if you see here, there's China. So China is one of the largest countries as far as population in the world. More than 1.43 billion people live in China, and that's as of 2020. And the majority of those people live in the towns and cities. But China is the most populous country in the world, as it is home to almost 1/5 of the world's population. You can believe that. The capital of China is Beijing, and Beijing has 21.7 million inhabitants, and is not only China's capital, but also the second biggest city after Shanghai. China is actually called the People's Republic of China, PRC, and the flag of China, there's a picture right here, is a red flag with one big yellow star and 4 little ones. Arden and Georgia made a flag before we started. Here's Arden's flag of China, and Georgia, here's yours. So here's Georgia's, the red flag. So the red in the flag represents the Communist Revolution. The 5 stars represent the unification of the country's people, and the larger star surrounded by 4 other stars represents the Communist Party. So that is the flag of China. So other things that China is known for, the Great Wall of China is one of the most beautiful and intricate structures built on the planet. It's 5,500 miles long. It's called the Great Wall of China, and it once was the border of the old Chinese Empire. This is the longest wall in the world, and newer archaeological findings report that the entire defense works include the Great Wall and all its branches, and that stretches over 13,000 miles, and that's incredible. So China is also home to the highest mountain in the world, and that is Mount Everest, with 8,848 meters high, which is 29,000 feet. So the national symbols of China are the dragon and the great panda. We're going to do a dragon craft in a little while. So the Mandarin is the official language of many regions of China, although there's other languages spoken throughout as well, such as Cantonese, Mongolian, and Shanghainese. Awesome, Art. In one moment, we'll look at it. The Chinese writing is done from the top to the bottom of the page, written in little symbols called characters. And as an adult, most Chinese people know 8,000 characters, and the average 13-year-old, by the time they're that age, can read and write 3,000. Can you imagine that, knowing our 26-letter alphabet and then learning 3,000 or 8,000 characters? It's unbelievable and fascinating to me. Of all the Chinese arts and crafts, the most representative are bronze vessels, folk toys, embroidery, calligraphy, music, opera, and theater, and painting, jade, kites, lacquerware, paper cuttings, porcelain, pottery, seals, and silk. And the rest I will share with you while we're doing our crafts. So first, let's peek over at what Arden and Georgia and Asher are doing. Asher's singing and dancing. Sit down, Asher, so you're safe in your chair. So in your packet, sit down, that you picked up at the Creative Arts Guild, or if not, you have most of this at home. And if you don't have, obviously, the drawing of the dragon at home, you can print the PDF from our website. So you will have a PDF or if you picked it up in person, in your little plastic bag, you'll have a picture of a dragon. So Asher chose to do watercolors on his. Arden's helping him. Georgia is using markers on hers. Beautiful. And Arden has completed his, and he is working with Asher on the painting. So once you've colored yours in, then you're gonna go ahead and cut them out. You're gonna cut along, I'm just taking it for a minute, you can have it right back. Cut along the outside, and you are gonna end up with 2 pieces, 1, 2, and we're gonna make a dragon puppet. So the dragon dance is often performed during Chinese New Year, their Lunar New Year. Chinese dragons are a symbol of Chinese culture, and they're believed to bring what? We talked about this. You guys remember? Well, good luck to the people and joy. Therefore, the longer the dragon is dancing, the more luck it brings to the community. So the dragons are believed to possess qualities. Rainbow. He's singing rainbow. The dragons are believed to possess qualities that include great power, dignity, fertility, wisdom, and auspiciousness. So sometimes
the trunks are up in India.
Just like Arden is comparing to when we learned about India, when the trunk of the elephant is up, that also means good luck and prosperity. So the dragon is a symbol, similar symbol to the Chinese people. And sometimes the dragon dance, you will see the dragon chasing a ball in front, and that ball represents, it's the pearl of wisdom. So that kind of shows how the dragon is in pursuit of insight and knowledge. So Arden, Asher, and Georgia have finished cutting out their dragon head and tail. And so before we do the next step, Arden has been reading a Magic Treehouse book about China, and he wants to share a couple things he found in it, which talk about Chinese cuisine or food that he thought were funny. Go ahead. What did you find out about?
Yak butter tea.
Yak butter what?
Yak butter tea.
Yak butter tea.
They said, I don't think so, and he giggled as she looked at her menu. How about some green bean jelly? I don't
green
think so.
bean jelly?
Jack scanned his menu. What about chicken feet?
Chicken feet?
Ew, said Annie. Ew, said Annie. Okay, how about this? Jack said gleefully. Fried stinky tofu.
Fried stinky tofu. Now, I think it's sometimes food from other cultures sounds funny to us, but what are some foods that we eat that might sound funny to other cultures?
Sour cream, squash.
Yeah?
Squash. Squash.
That's pretty funny. Okay, are you guys ready for the next part? Get back to your seats. Asher, you want to come tape? So in your packet, and if you don't, I forgot, if you're at home and you printed your own dragon and coloring, you may need to grab 2 straws or some other stick at home that you have, maybe popsicle sticks or whatever you might have that could, and who needs an excuse to eat popsicles these days? It's a great excuse. So go ahead, if you have a packet from the guild, pull out your 2 popsicles. Asher came running. Pull out your 2 straws and sit down, guys. Arden, get your 2 straws out of yours. Asher, come sit right here.
These are candy canes.
Come sit down. We're gonna. So I'm gonna use Scotch tape for this. I just think it's gonna be the best connecting tool. So Georgia, can we do yours first? So Georgia's head is right here. Not swords, boys. Sit down. All right, let's see. Can I see one of your pieces? So Georgia's gonna take her head, put the stick right behind it, about that far up, and we're gonna go ahead and put some tape right there. You wanna go ahead and do another layer of tape, Georgia?
No.
So we'll do 2 of them, just to be safe.
Mom here.
So, okay, we'll do Georgia's, and and then we're gonna go ahead, just to be safe so it doesn't fall off. Before we do yours, we're also gonna do the same on the tail. So the tail is supposed to go this way, not this way. So don't put it on like that, put it on like this. And right here is where you wanna put the tape. Good, so George's is ready. And now I'm gonna do Arden's. Let me see this. Good.
Mom, what do you mean just to be safe?
What do I mean just to be safe? I don't mean it to fall off. Safe is meaning fall off, not really safety.
I don't want my tape.
You don't want tape there?
Yeah, I want to be like straight down.
Okay, so then let me do, Asher, can I put yours on your sticks? Come here. Okay, we're gonna put your tail on one. There's one. So here's Asher's tail. Here we go. And here is your head. That's right, Arden. So the next thing we're going to pull out of our bag is you have some crepe paper rolled up in 3 colors. Don't take it off, Asher. Here's your head. Here's your...
No, Stinky, roll up.
All right, come here, Asher. Come sit over here.
Stinky rolled Tofu.
Arden. Okay. So here we go. Pull out the crepe paper. Shh. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use all of it right away because I want some to decorate. So I'm going to go ahead and line up. You can choose if you want to use all 3 colors, 2 colors, if you want to cut them in the center and do some different strips like that.
I'm not gonna
Let's try just choosing 2 of your colors for the body. So which 2 colors do you want to be your body, guys?
This one.
Orange and yellow. Arden or Asher painted with
No, orange and red.
orange and red, sorry. I'm going to do orange and yellow for Asher. But I still am going to go to the end and take off about this much because that's going to be our body and that will be plenty.
Orange and yellow.
So again, I'm probably going to use tape here. And actually, I'm going to take this and twist it at the end. You don't have to do this, but I'm going to do that to give me a little bit of a connecting point. And I'll put a piece of tape right here. Asher is ripping up his straw as we speak. So that makes the back of the body. I'll put one more piece like this. Okay. And then, you want a piece of tape? Asher loves tape. Can I have this?
No, look, I'm a lady.
Can I have your straw?
Yeah.
No, Arden. Okay, let's
I'm
see.
so gross.
All right, ready?
I'm a dragon.
And then let's see.
I'm a myth.
All right, can you do your craft paper, your crepe paper? I'm going to twist this back part here. More tape for snack. Okay, your snack is right here. This is called Juggling 3 Kids in an Art Project Alone.
Wait, yeah.
There we go.
It's juggling eggs.
But you guys are probably doing the same thing at home, so in good company. Very good. Okay, so real quick, let me show. Now Arden, this is Asher's. He has the main part of his dragon. You may even want to make yours a little bit shorter to make it more manageable. But with 2 hands, I think that would still work. So that's Asher's. He's begun. Arden, you want to do yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go cut a little bit.
So I'm going to twist it here. Yeah, I'm going to cut a little bit off because you want to cut it off? We put some extra crepe paper in everyone's packet because we wanted to make sure there was plenty. So Arden, we probably only need about that much right now. You want to cut it right there? Okay. Okay, Arden and Georgia, hold up your dragons, guys. We've done all of our dragons. So here I'm starting to decorate. I have yours, Georgia, a little bit more. So Georgia used orange and red in her body. So we're going to use yellow as an accent for her. So on the chin, we did a little extra yellow, and I'm going to do some splits up this way. I need the other scissors. Hey, Georgia, can you hand me those blue scissors that are on top of the paint sticks over there? Look on top of the bin of paint sticks. Can you hand me those scissors?
Sure.
Thank you. But we're going to make some little tassels there on the chin, and we're going to do the same on the tail.
Which one do you want?
Those will work. Thank you. So again, we're kind of making some fringe. So I'm taking this and cutting little fringed marks. Arden, you can start your own too.
I don't have any scissors.
Here's some scissors. And the tape.
Blah, 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 blah.
Arden, shh. All right, so here, right here on the tail, we're gonna add the yellow as well. So now we have yellow on the chin and the tail, and you can even put some more under the head and under the tail to decorate it more, but this is up to you. You guys, there's no wrong way to do it. Everyone can do theirs differently.
I'm so happy.
And let's see, Georgia, what do you think about your dragon?
I think it's wonderful.
Yeah? Let me show you this part. This looks really pretty. Arden, are you going to do your decorating parts? Working on it right now?
I think mine looks bad.
Oh, yours looks fantastic.
Not mine.
It looks great too. I love it. That's what I love, is they can all be different and be so beautiful. I'm gonna help Asher with his.
Oh, here.
So here you go, Georgia. So here's Georgia's all decorated and ready to go. Good job,
I
Arden.
can decorate mine.
I can help you.
No, can you decorate it?
I'm not gonna do it, but I'll do it with you. Oh, here comes Asher. So I'm gonna help Arden and Asher finish theirs, and we'll be right back with you. So feel free to pause the video and decorate your dragons, and we'll be right back for the next craft together. Okay, we made our dragon puppets. I hope you enjoy. So the next part, go watch some YouTube videos of the dragon dance and see if you can perform one at your house. pretty fantastic. But it happens every year, especially at the New Year's, Chinese New Year's, which is the Lunar New Year's, which is also where our next craft is coming from. So our next craft is going to be our Chinese lanterns, which are also part of a Chinese New Year celebration. Chinese New Year, also called the Lunar New Year, is the biggest celebration in the Chinese calendar. The Chinese calendar starts at the end of January, early February each year, and every year another animal sign symbolizes the strengths and weaknesses of the year. And there are 12 zodiac animal signs, and thus every 12 years the animal signs start all over again. So each year there is a new animal that is represented in the year. So during Chinese New Year, people make lanterns and or sell lanterns, and they hang them in their homes. And most everyone hangs up a lantern in the eve of the Spring Festival on December 29th of the lunar year, and it's not removed until the Lantern Festival, which is around January 15th of the lunar year. And because the Chinese calendar follows the lunar year, there's not an exact date that represents Chinese New Year, but it's usually somewhere between the end of January and the beginning of February. So we spoke a little bit about the Chinese zodiac signs. And so in your packet, oh, Asher's playing. In your packet, there is information about Chinese zodiac signs. And I thought it might be fun for everyone to find out what Chinese zodiac you guys are. We found out ours yesterday. Do you guys remember what yours are?
No.
So Georgia is the what? Do you remember what animal you are, Georgia?
I am the goat.
You're the goat. Arden is the what? Snake. And Asher's the pig, right? Bye-bye, Asher. He's playing bye-bye. And I'm the dog. So
and Dad's the pig.
Dad's also the pig. Yeah, Asher and Dad are the same. So there's personality traits that go along with each of these characters. So for our lantern project, I thought it might be fun for us to either draw the character or the Chinese character, which is the symbol of those Chinese zodiacs as well. Also, just for fun, there is a story on the back of that sheet about the zodiac rankings and what the story is along those animals and why they are in the order they are in. Okay, we're ready for our lantern project. So the last two things in your bag are red and yellow paper. And again, if you're working from home, you can use other colors too, but we chose the red and yellow, obviously, because they're colors of China, the Chinese flag. And of course, red is a color that's used often, but definitely in the Chinese New Year a lot because it represents joy and good fortune. So you're going to choose which color you want to be your outer color and your inner color. Do you guys have a really strong preference?
Yeah, what is Gaia, Mom? Inner color.
She's a dog like me.
Outer color.
You want the yellow to be the inner? I like the idea of yellow being the inner because it looks like a lantern glow and the red being outer, but you guys can decide which would you like to have in the middle. Okay, so if you're going to use yellow in the center, the first thing you do is take your yellow and you are going to go ahead. I'm going to cut Asher Brown. I'm going to cut a little sliver off the yellow because we might want to use it as the handle later. So I'm going to cut a little sliver off the end, just like that, and I'm going to let Arden do the same. All right, guys, so we're working on our lanterns. Georgia and Arden and Asher have all cut a sliver off the top of theirs. So now we're going to take the yellow and roll it into a loose cylinder, kind of like this. This is where you might want to use a stapler. Georgia, okay, so we've rolled over our cylinder, and now we're going to do some staples like this. 1, 2. Very good. This is going to look like it's glowing on the inside. I love it. And Asher's, where is yours? Where's the one? Oh, here it is. All right, one for Arden. Everyone get yours. Actually, this is yours, Georgia. That's Asher's, it looks like. I think I got it mixed up. This one's yours, Georgia. This is the one you cut. Dun, 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 dun. So you can also use glue or tape here, but staple is, I think, the easiest. So now take your red sheets. You guys ready? So now on the red sheets, you're going to fold them. Oh, that's the wrong red sheet. That's our flag. Here, Georgia, this is Asher's. And you're going to fold it in half hamburger style. I still remember that from 4th grade, I believe. We had hamburger and hot dog style, right? Not yet. So you're going to fold it over this way. Now, you could do this with a ruler if you wanted to be really exact. Make sure it lines up perfectly at the top, buds. Here, look. Line up this is how I fold it so I can line it up. You line up your corners first, and then you go over and fold. Oh, okay. I'll get you more in just a second, Asher. Asher wants more of his snack. You ready? You gotta squeeze it up from the bottom. Okay, so when you fold it over, now you're gonna take your scissors and about every inch, you're gonna cut almost to the edge. Leave about 1.5 to 2 inches at the top. See where I'm just cutting a slit? So I'm cutting a slit, but I'm not going all the way up. And then I'm gonna do it every inch or so. Just a second, Georgia. I'm gonna pass them to you in just a second.
There.
Showing our friends at home first, and then, so we're making slits like this. Perfect. We're almost done, and then Georgia will let you do it. So I'm not doing mine too exact. If you like things to be perfectly in line, you may want to use a ruler to do that separation. But basically, you're going to end up with a sheet of paper. In a minute, we're going to wrap it around the lantern, and you see how that starts to happen? Just like so. And that's going to go around the yellow to make a really pretty lantern. So, oh, that's getting a little too close, buddy. That's good. You don't want it to, so stop about right here. Come up to right here and stop. Stop. Now the next one. Stop, Asher. This one's yours, Asher. Up, Georgia, do your own. Okay, do your own. Are you doing your slivers? Asher, this one's yours, I believe. Okay. Nope, you gotta do your slivers. So cut up to about right here and stop. Good, Arden. So, get your snack. So before we put it on there, I thought this is where we could add our Chinese characters. So you could pick your zodiac sign and either draw that character or the actual Chinese character here so that it'll peek through when the lantern is shining.
Not your own, but like the one that's yours.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's your own. So the one that when you find out what your birthday is and you go down this line, and so I'm the year of the dog because I'm right there. So lovely, honest, and prudent. Don't you love that? Arden is the year of the snake, enigmatic, intelligent, and wise. And Georgia is the goat, calm, gentle, and sympathetic. So anyway, I'm going to go up here for Arden, and I'm going to help Georgia draw her goat, and for Arden to draw the snake. And we're going to put these Chinese characters on ours. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and let you guys work on yours at home. We're going to add our characters, and we'll come back together to put the red onto the yellow. Okay, so we cut our slits, and we also went ahead and on each of our yellow pieces, we went ahead and put that Chinese character. So that's pig for Asher. Arden did snake. And I helped Georgia, let's see, Georgia do goat here. So now that you have the inside of the glowing part of your lantern, the red is now going to be going to the outside. So if for some reason yours doesn't wrap around, you may have rolled the yellow the wrong way. So you may want to go back and try. As long as they're rolled the same way, either way really works. And so what we're going to do, and what I might do is, there's a bigger gap here on this one. So I might turn it so that I actually am going to have the bigger gap right where this Chinese symbol is going to be. And I want a little border on ours. So I'm going to go down just a little bit. I'm working on Asher's. And I'm going to do a staple right here.
Can you do mine?
I'm going to let you do it.
Oh.
And then I'm going to do the same on the bottom. I want a little, so I put a staple at the top there. I left a little border. I want another little border at the bottom. So I'm going to do in a little bit here and then do a staple.
Mom, where do I do the staple?
I'll show you. I'll help you with the stapling part.
No, I do the staple.
Okay. All right, then we're going to wrap around this way. And I'm going to try to make sure the red just touches. So I go all the way around and keep it in that same line. Asher, please don't use up all the tape, sweetie. Tape. I know you like it. So there we go. There's the top. And on the bottom one, I'm going to do the same. So wrap around and see how that looks so nice there with that there. Yeah, hold on, let me finish Asher's and show everybody at home. So there's that one. And so there's the lantern for Asher. And now what I'm going to do is go back and find that yellow piece we cut at the beginning. And I'm going to put it on the inside on one side and flip it and put it on the inside on the other. And then staple it there, and our lanterns will be complete. So feel free to pause the video, and you can do this at home. I'm gonna catch up with the other two kiddos and help them wrap and staple theirs, and then we will come back together to look at all of our lanterns together and to finish up our video. Okay, so we finished all of our lanterns, and what I love is they're all different and different shapes and sizes, and they're all beautiful. So again, if whatever yours looks like at home, remember in China there's lots of different designs and patterns and shapes and sizes in the lanterns there as well. So we have our Asher's with the pig, George's with the goat as you peek through, and Arden's with the snake, and of course our dragons as well. So I hope you enjoyed our time in China, and we'll say thanks for joining us in China. Bye.